No, I don't want to talk about the New World Order.
Okay. What do you think of religion?
I don't want to talk about religion.
This video is about to get very surgical. I grew up in the era where the Illuminati became a social phenomenon. Like, this is at the early stages of YouTube, so these videos are everywhere with millions and millions of views, talking about celebrities bathing in blood and all types of wild stuff. Now, as a kid, right, being 11, 12, or whatever, if you get a hold of these videos, this can alter your entire perception, not only on celebrities, but the world. I think it was a very young age for a lot of people, including myself. An entire generation of people were affected by this phenomenon. Now, the part that you never really think about is who was the face of this so-called Illuminati. And when I say the face, I mean the people that were usually the talking points of these Illuminati videos.
Who said a black man in the Illuminati? Last time I checked, that was the biggest racist party.
Black artists, black entertainers, black rappers. Yeah, you had your Lady Gagas here and there every once in a while, but most of the time, the face behind it was black. And this is where you gotta ask yourself, who does it benefit the most if a huge chunk of society thinks that in order to get to the top of the game, you have to sell your soul to the devil? And there's been a whole lot of commentary on this idea in general, but Tupac might have said it the best.
That's really what the Illuminati's on.
That's why I put the K to it. Because I wanted, the niggas is telling me about this Illuminati shit while I'm in jail, right? Like, the dollars and all that.
Right.
That's another way to keep your self-esteem low. That's another way
yeah.
to keep you unconfident.
Right.
And I'm putting the K because I'm killing that Illuminati shit. Trust me. If these motherfuckers wanted to kill you, why the fuck they gonna tell Farrakhan? Why they gonna tell the Nation of Islam? Why they gonna tell this nigga in jail about the plan? How did he know?
Right.
How did it leak to him? Who told him? Who told him? The Pope? Who? Because they like the Pope and the money. Oh, come on, man. Get the fuck out of here.
I want to make this clear. I'm not saying that anybody that's watching this needs to have my views or reflect my views, because we don't need to agree on everything. But what I will say is, consider this. What if it really was a psychological operation? What if the actual intention was for that to be a check on influence? To actually threaten celebrities without having to threaten them? Because in reality, the real faces of all these things are never in the headlines. They're never in the headlines. The celebrities always gotta take a hit. And that's not to say that everybody's innocent, but it's to also say that everybody isn't guilty.
People are really buying into this, that you are some sort of Illuminati, devil worshipping, Freemason, something.
Man,
what are you up to that I wasn't aware of?
I don't know. I don't know where it came from. I don't know where it started, but you know.
Well, there's all these images in videos that people are saying are deliberate. Are you? My question to you is: are you messing with people and doing this on purpose?
No, not me. No, never done that before. Why would I do that? That's retarded. To be honest with you, I really think it's really silly. Mm-hmm. You know, for the record, you know, I of course believe in God, but I believe in one God. You know, if people must know my religious beliefs, I believe in one God. I don't believe in religion. I don't believe in Christians or Muslims. I think all that separates people. I think it's one God. I think it's all the same God, and I don't believe in hell. But as far as God, of course I believe in God. And am I part of some type of sect or cult? That sounds stupid to me. It's like ignorant to even say. And I guess that'll be the last time I address that.
Now, this video isn't to say that celebrities are innocent just because they're black. I just think that there's more nuance to it. Like, some celebrities are guilty of the things they're accused of, and some aren't. However, there is definitely a system set up to make sure that celebrities, mainly black celebrities, get 95% of the flack, so that the people who create these environments to control said celebrities don't get any responsibility. And it makes complete sense when you look at how the Roman Empire controlled their celebrities. And this is an empire that we are consistently compared to. The Roman Empire maintained control over celebrities through a combination of legal, social, and cultural measures. Actors, gladiators, and musicians who were often slaves were stripped of their civic rights and grouped alongside the enslaved. Despite their fame, they were considered infamous or people of ill repute and were subject to the same social stigma as the enslaved. What does this really imply? This implies that there are classes within society, and celebrities are deemed to be in a class above the everyday civilian, when in reality, they're just as dispensable. And this also implies that there are classes above the celebrity that do not get the same level of scrutiny. And that's important to think about. The church played a role in rehabilitating performers and introducing them into respectable society. But the upper class society viewed theater as a symbol of degradation and the people's attachment to it as a social curse. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Laws were passed to restrict the status of theater performers. Now you gotta ask yourself again, who benefits the most from everybody thinking that in order to become a black celebrity, you have to sell your soul to the devil? Who benefits the most from this ideology? Christian nationalists, white Christian nationalists specifically. If they can convince everybody that celebrities who get into the game and reach the top of the game or reach certain levels of the game are all devil worshippers, they can pull the rug on these celebrities' influence whenever they want to, whether these artists are committing these acts or not. Because at the end of the day, if we all in this country live by Christian ideology and live by Christian means, the devil is always going to be an enemy. So psychologically, all they have to do is get us to associate the devil with hip hop, the devil with hip hop artists. And whenever they're ready to pull the rug on their influence, there you go. They're devil worshippers. They do this, they do that, knowing damn well that they are the ones behind the scenes with the mask on, creating these environments for celebrities to even operate in the first place.
Yeah, right here, there's the mob squad. Rock Nation is the gang. I mean, but as far as, you know, I can't even get in a golf club in Palm Springs. I'm from Marcy Projects. Imagine, they just think about that. Like,
they wouldn't let you in the club, you saying?
Of course not. How? People that control the world and, you know.
Do you believe that those sort of organizations exist?
I think there's friends. I think there's cliques of friends who control things. I don't know if it's a devil worshiping sect. I think that's a little Tom Hanks.
Right.
But I believe there's cliques of people that control the world. Like, if Jeezy's my man. I got Atlanta. I go down to Atlanta. I got that thing. And he come down Brooklyn. He got that thing. I go down to Virginia. Like, that's just natural process. I'm sure Obama has his people that everything is good.
That he rocks with. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but as far as how far people are taking it, and I guess
it's kind of surprising.
I guess I'm an entertainer. As long as people entertain, it's fine. But
during this whole situation with Diddy, at the height of it, where it was all over social media, I was covering this too. I was covering it daily, right? Jay-Z got hit with a case in the midst of all of that going down. And it was the biggest story. And from the perspective of somebody like me, who seen all these videos about Jay-Z, seen all these videos about Diddy, I'm already thinking, oh yeah, everybody's going down. Politicians, celebrities, entertainers, they're all going down for participating in this blah, 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 right? But then some people start losing cases. Some people start winning cases. And when certain people start winning cases, it's nowhere near as loud as when people thought that what was being said about him was true.
A woman known as Jane Doe dropped her sexual assault lawsuit against Jay-Z last month without explanation. Jay-Z says she and her lawyers later admitted the claims were totally fabricated.
Let's explore an idea. What if this was predictive programming? And what predictive programming is, getting people to start to buy into the idea, right, that all these black celebrities are devil worshippers. So that's when it's time to cut their influence and cut them off, right? All you have to do is call them devil worshippers. And you kill multiple birds with one stone. Why? Because all the conservative white nationalists have an enemy to point to. But black people who are also raised in Christianity, who are also raised in a perverted Christianity, I'll say, also look at that same black celebrity as an enemy too. You've officially isolated the celebrity.
Whatever they say in this verdict, y'all not gonna make it front page news. It won't be big, no matter what. All that you want to hear is that he's guilty, he's in jail, the reign of terror is over.
Basically, what I'm saying is, there's gonna be a lot of political warfare next year. And a lot of people are gonna be deemed as political opponents of the current administration. And it's important and imperative that we use our critical thinking and our discernment. Because no matter how we feel about Jay-Z, that last attempt on him was fraudulent. Everybody, I'm talking 90% of people, were looking at that and thought Jay-Z was guilty. And I'm telling you, a lot of it had to do with perception, specifically from that Illuminati era. And when you think about it from that perspective, it's not to say that Jay-Z is innocent of doing anything. What it really is to say is that these psychological operations have evolved. They've clearly evolved. And it's difficult to catch them fully in real time, but clearly they've evolved. And that's why in 2026, we gotta use our critical thinking and discernment, including me with my responsibility on my platform. I can't be posting anything that isn't foolproof, anything I haven't fact checked. And that's why for 2026, we focused on quality over quantity. This year was quantity, but we focused on quality over quantity so we can have real conversations and elevate the conversations on this channel. Because all of that is going to be conducive to creating a better world.